We finally have a release date for the Pokemon Indigo Disk DLC, and the Riddler continues to drop more teasers, hints, and leaks about the upcoming titles. Let's take a look. All right, so if you guys were sleeping under a crustle the other day, Cerebi.net and Pokemon confirmed that the Indigo Disk is releasing on December 14th, 2023. So they are gonna sneak it in before the end of the year, which is quite nice. I do wanna mention that you have to beat the entire Teal Mask to be able to actually play the Indigo Disk. And there was some interesting posts from Khu that we're gonna talk about today that talks about how the Indigo Disk may not actually be complete when it comes out on the 14th, which is kind of wild, but we're gonna talk about that. So nonetheless, I'm excited. This is about 6 weeks away. I think the timing's pretty sweet. Generally, they land kind of the week before the Thanksgiving holiday. That's been the typical release window for main series Pokemon titles. This being a DLC obviously changes things a little bit. Seems like they weren't able to hit that window. It was a little too close to their Teal Mask. So they're gonna be dropping it at the middle part of December. So I think that's perfect though. Again, nice timing for the holiday. I think a lot of people are gonna be excited about it. I'll be definitely playing it, and I'm hoping that this part of the DLC expands on the first part, which it seems like it will, and I hope that it adds a little bit more depth to it, because I did find the Teal Mask to be a little not so great, but I don't think it was bad. I just didn't find it super great, but I have high hopes for the Indigo Disk. Now, speaking of that exact topic, Riddler Khu did post as well this morning saying definitely not possible, some content's locked, in response to Austin John Plays saying 10 days before Christmas break, let's see if I can cover all of the DLC in that time. Khu's like, it's not gonna be possible because there's gonna be stuff that you're not gonna be able to do. So that is quite interesting. I'm curious to see if they're gonna lock some of that content to, you know, the next year, or if they're gonna time it to like Pokemon Day in February, or like what is gonna be locked? Like, why are they locking things? That's gonna be interesting to see. And I think that with all the information we have leading into this DLC about there being like a PK Hex type of feature for like easy accessible Pokemon, that could be a game changer in the franchise. There's a lot of pieces here, but I just wonder what they would hold back from us. So just keep that in mind as we get closer to this release date. And also the other thing is they released the release date without a trailer. So that's another super strange thing. Like, I'm curious if there's gonna be a trailer. I'd be keeping your eyes and ears open pretty much every day of the next few weeks leading up to, you know, this launch, but I'm a little surprised they didn't do anything up to this point. But apparently, again, the DLC is missing some stuff. And while I think it's important to kind of reserve your judgments at this point, Khu also goes on to say that the Pokemon community would look forward to projects for 2024 on that day, speaking of the release day. So basically saying, hey, listen, like, you're gonna get the DLC, but don't get too excited about it. You're probably gonna get it, you're gonna play it, and you're gonna already be looking forward to the next thing, which I think is something that, you know, Pokemon fans in general tend to do, right? Like, we get it, we play it, we're excited about it in the moment, and then we're just like, all right, what's next? And I think that we've kind of been, you know, accustomed to that with the franchise, right? With their frequent releases. I don't necessarily think it's the worst thing. Like, this is just what it is. I personally like having kind of a new experience every year. But yeah, that's definitely not the sentiment you want if you're going into the DLC. But I still am optimistic. Like, I do think Indigo Disk is gonna bring it, and there's gonna be some cool stuff there. I'm excited to kind of uncover some of these mysteries about Terapagos. I think there's some pretty cool legendaries we're gonna see. I really want to see the Diplin evolution personally. So there's some really cool like Easter eggs that we're waiting for. So I'm gonna stay optimistic. Let me know what your feelings are though on the DLC. You can leave a comment down below. And we've got a ton more stuff to talk about for Riddler Khu, but before I do that, I want to let you guys know that my game Elestrals just launched something massive today. We've been working on this project for months, and we are releasing something called Shattered Stars, which is a subscription pack service where you can get 3 epic packs delivered to your door every single month, and the pre-order window is open right now for just 72 hours. By pre-ordering Shattered Stars, it's only 15 bucks for 3 packs. It'll get shipped right to your house, and it comes with some of our most rare and epic looking cards. We even have custom holos designed just for this project. It's gonna be amazing. I mean, seriously, check out these stained glass cards and these holo divine runes. They look awesome. And what's more is every one of these packs has a chance to pull one of our incredibly rare serialized stellar rare cards. And if you pre-order during the 72-hour window, you're gonna get the stained glass Stratomoth as well, which is what's on my window above my head. This is the first time since last year's Kickstarter where Elestrals is launching new products. It's taken a little while for us to get there, but I'm super excited for Shattered Stars. So be sure to check the link in the description below and pick up your Shattered Stars pre-order this weekend only. 72-hour window. Don't miss out on it. Thank you guys so much for supporting Elestrals. We're building something really special, an incredible community, and I'd love for you guys to join. Seriously, Shattered Stars is gonna be epic, dude, and 3 packs for 15 bucks is an amazing deal. And there's a ton of other perks too. There's like discounts and behind the scenes, and you get the cards in the app. There's gonna be some really cool stuff, so check it out in the description below. All right, shifting gears back to Pokemon, Riddler Khu talks about one of the Elite Four members in the DLC, saying she is Puzzle Queen. So it's possible that this Elite Four that we're gonna be facing is gonna have some different setups. Pokemon is known for their little puzzles at times, so I would say that that's probably what this is, but there may be something else. I kind of think back to, I think it was Opal in the last game, Sword and Shield, where she like kind of had those quizzes on stage. That would be kind of a fun little puzzle. The Riddler goes on to say, do you love double battles? DLC 2 is ... I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that we're probably gonna see some significant double battles in this DLC, and I think it's the perfect lead up for them to advertise VGC, which, by the way, I gotta give props to the Pokemon team. Their production at their newest events has been amazing, and as someone trying to create my own game, like, I can only aspire to have those kinds of production levels in the future. Their stages are phenomenal. Their TCG and their VGC production has been phenomenal. Now all they need to do is solve this hacking issue that has plagued this community for so long. And I'm not like on one side or the other. I don't actually care that much, but it seems as though, based on the leaks we have, that there is going to be a way to get Pokemon easier in the games. And if they do add this PokeGen-like feature, and they teach people how to double battle in the game and actually emphasize this, that could be a huge, massive groundswell for their VGC community. And I really hope it is, because I think VGC is awesome, dude. Like, I competed a couple years ago. It was a really fun period of my life. I really enjoyed it, and I would love for them to kind of put more emphasis on it. But the barrier to entry is really kind of annoying right now. Like, if you're not gonna hack your Pokemon, then you're probably gonna spend a lot of time getting your team ready, and then you're at a disadvantage in a way, because other people will probably just hack their Pokemon, which we know is prevalent. And it's just an unfortunate situation, because it seems like there's such an easy solution to it. So I'm really eager to see what the DLC solution is gonna be. Oh, and by the way, when I did compete, I did everything legit. I can proudly and honestly say that, and I swear on my I don't know, grandmother's grave or whatever. I did it all legit, but I can understand why people don't. It's like super weird that you have to transfer in Pokemon from Legends Arceus and get the right IVs, and it's ridiculous. Khu goes on to post this picture of some Funyuns, combos, corn nuts, goldfish, all these different snacks. I can tell you, I look at this snack list and none of these are appealing to me, but maybe I'm just a boomer. I don't know. I guess I would eat the Oreos. Yeah, I'm not the Chips Ahoy ain't bad. I'm not a big fan of snacks though. I go with the Cool Ranch Doritos. People were guessing, and maybe this has something to do with like a vending machine or something, like we saw in Sword and Shield. There was that vending machine, the Cramomatic. So maybe there's some sort of vending machine mechanic to get different items that can change your IVs or whatever in a more specific way, or EVs or different things like that. Maybe that opportunity comes in. He says it's clever guesses, but not quite close when Lumio's post talks about the vending machine and the PK Hex. So we'll have to wait and see, but he says there's more hints tomorrow, and then drop this one talking about the legendary in the DLC part 2, and it's an image saying appointment setter, restaurant host, data entry, house sitting / caretaking, and newspaper delivery. And that's 5 like tasks that you have to do. And then someone ends up posting that there was like one of the data mines, and it talks about these different side quests that are part of the DLC. And it says that there's 13 to 37, 25 side quests that'll give you a static encounter. So it may be this super drawn out side quest process to get one of the legendaries. Just don't be surprised if that's the case, because that seems to be what this might be hinting towards. The other speculation is that these different jobs that we're talking about in this thread are actually related to the Elite Four and the Champion or something like that. But I think it's probably related to the legendary and the sub quests that you have to do. Last couple notes, this kind of 3D model of Terapagos came out, and now we have like a really good screenshot of the back of it. There's some interesting things going on here, specifically in the bottom right corner next to like the Go symbol. It's a little unclear what that icon is, and people are trying to speculate what the 19th type is going to be, which may be the little icon in the middle of the Terapagos. So it's a little unclear, but this image did get posted around. There was a few different kind of screenshots of it from different angles. And last but certainly not least, Riddler Khu posted this yesterday. I found this to be entertaining. It was kind of a, I think this is from one of the games. I can't remember which one, but it's basically like, you know, this beach or whatever with all these sparkles, but there's nothing there. And I'm pretty sure this was like in reference to the fact that they dropped the release date yesterday, but didn't give us anything, which was very strange. Like, I think it was simply because they were releasing the bundle today. There's like a Teal Mask DLC, like physical bundle. So I think that they just kind of had to release the date before then, and maybe they didn't have their promotional stuff ready on time. So we finally have our date. I know you guys are excited about it, but there's still a lot of questions remain unanswered for the DLC. Let me know your thoughts on all of these different things. Are you excited about it? Are you kind of mad right now? Are you pumped for the 14th and you got a countdown? let me know. And of course, don't forget to check out Shattered Stars. There's only a 72-hour pre-order window for this because we're ordering to demand. So that way we can make sure we have enough promo cards and stuff for everybody. I saw that some other games right now are struggling with that, where like promo cards become this crazy thing that people are pushing each other for and then trying to flip on eBay. I'm like, you know what? Let's just pre-order this. That way I know exactly how many promos we need and I can just hook people up. We don't have to worry about those issues down the road. So we're gonna make it happen. Check out Shattered Stars. It's gonna be sick, guys. This is a game changer, man. Other companies that do these subscription services, they're charging like 3, 4, 5 times what we're charging. I just want to get you guys dope cards, man. That's what I'm trying to do, and have you check out my game Elestrals. So check out Shattered Stars. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are wonderful. I sincerely hope you have a wonderful weekend, man. I love y'all. You guys are the best. I'm gonna catch you guys next time. Until then, peace.